Hey everyone, as you'll know, Jump Force is now less than a month away, so I thought I'd round up everything we know so far about the game into one video. I'm going purely based off of what Bandai have shown us via trailers, from social media posts, stuff like that, in interviews, not rumours. For example, that potential local split screen co-op video that we had from a few months ago going around on Instagram. I do bring this up, but I do stress that we don't know this because Bandai haven't said anything official about local split screen yet. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Starting off, we have the story mode. We have had a couple of story mode trailers that give us glimpses of the plot from different perspectives. From what we know so far though, is director Glover, an original character created by Akira Toriyama, has assembled the heroes after different realms have merged with one another. So the Jump heroes all belong to a collective realm called Jump. These realities have merged with our real world, and amongst the madness, villains have been taking advantage, have been running amok. We know Light has a big part in the story, as does Kane, the story's antagonist from what it seems. Kane is also an original character created by Toriyama. He is in possession of the Onyx book, from what it appears in the trailers, which has something to do with why all these universes have crossed paths. Could Light be in search of this book, or could the book have been scattered and both sides are looking for it? With Light working on his own devices of sorts, what power does the book possess, and can it potentially create new fighters? These questions will get answered when the game is finally released. Fighters are one thing, but major plot elements won't be revealed until we play it ourselves. Up next is the roster. As of recording the video, we have the following fighters confirmed as playable. So from Black Clover we have Asta, from Bleach we have Ichigo, Rukia, Renji and Sosuke. From Boruto we have Boruto. However, we're not sure if this counts towards the Naruto total or a new set from Boruto. The scans seem to indicate that it's from Naruto, but Yonko on Twitter says otherwise, so we'll just have to wait and see on that one. City Hunter, Ryu, Dragon Ball, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Piccolo, Frieza and Cell. Fist of the North Star, Kenshiro. From Hunter x Hunter we got Gon, Killua, Kurapika, Hisoka. My Hero Academia we have Deku. From Naruto we have Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, Gaara and Kaguya. From One Piece we have Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Sabo, Hancock and Blackbeard. From Rurouni Kenshin we have Himura and Shishio. From Saint Seiya we have Seiya and Shiryu. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. From Yu-Gi-Oh we have Yami Yugi. And finally, from Yu Yu Hakusho we have Yusuke and Toguro. So currently that's 37 plus the additions of Kane and our own avatars, which puts us to 39. To compare this with J-Stars, the previous title to the series, we had 39 plus 13 supports. So at the moment we're looking quite strong. However, two things to mention is that supports aren't in this game. So while you can use your team as a support attack if you wish, there won't be support exclusive characters. And also J-Stars spanned 32 different series, but one thing to note, this did include supports as well. So whereas we have 14 different series spanning this game so far, we could potentially see a lot more up until the game's release. Yonko on Twitter has said there's going to be more DLC, more fighters revealed. Bandai have said that too. Bandai have also gone on record saying that they're withholding some fighters from being revealed altogether to still leave a surprise for people in the game, and as to not spoil what I'd assume are plot related fighters. In addition to whatever the base roster may end up being, we do have the Season Pass offering 9 DLC fighters in the future. Of course these will also be released separately, so don't feel pressured to get the Season Pass because there might be some fighters that you couldn't care less about. I'll also go on to say don't buy the Season Pass. Just hold off for two reasons. One, we don't yet know the fighters, and two, I guarantee you it will go on sale not too long into the DLC's life cycle. It always happens with season passes. Now on to create a character. We know the avatar creation is in the game, and what we also know is that it is very in-depth. We'll be able to customize body type, hairstyle, eyebrows, ears, eyes, nose, mouth and jaw, voice, and in addition to this we have 2 feature slots. So I'd imagine these are things like weapons, accessories, maybe makeup, but that might be tied to face. The customization we are getting are body parts, accessories, clothes from many different manga series. So even if your favourite Jump character doesn't make it into the game, it is likely to be part of the customization toolset. You are also able to mix and match your abilities and attacks, giving you a vast amount of customization for those who enjoy that kind of stuff. Additionally, all the clothes don't seem to be gender locked as well, so there you go. Now onto the stages. We could speculate on what other national monuments and famous cities could merge with the anime worlds, but for this video we're just going over what Bandai have shown us thus far. Just to preface, there are 2 stages that have been teased in in-game screenshots in the online lobby, which are of a unnamed Hidden Leaf Village and an unnamed Black Whale stage. But so far the confirmed stages are the Golden Gate Bridge, Hong Kong, Japan, Marineford, Matterhorn, Mexico, Namek, New York and Paris. All of these stages have been merged together with our world and the anime world, and all of these stages feature multiple stage transitions, further broadening the variety of replayability. I'm sure we'll also have a lot more stages to come too. So now on to the modes. What surprised me the most is that we don't yet know exactly what other modes the game will offer us. We know we'll have an offline versus and story mode, and an online mode. I'm assuming there will be a training mode of some sort, possibly an arcade mode. As of yet we're still not sure if it includes local split screen. All we have to go off is the off-screen footage a user posted to Instagram quite a few months ago now, where it seemed to indicate that there is local split screen. Will we get a mode where each of the characters has their own health bar? I personally think this is how the default fights should be. I think they're over far too quickly and it doesn't really give you enough time to utilise each character to their full potential. It just feels like it's, at best they should be used as supports and not being able to switch out as and when. Will we get daily missions? As in the lobby there is an NPC labelled events and missions, so I'm assuming there may be things like weekly and monthly events that offer cosmetics maybe or XP, but we don't know if you rank up online. But with these events, one would think that there would be some sort of reward. As for tag team battles, I did find this on the PlayStation Store. I'll pop this up on the screen now. Does this confirm 2v2 battles? I don't know. It could just be a typo, it could just be, you know, some error. In my opinion, unless there are separate stages specifically for 2v2 battles, then they're way too small. However, this feature was in JSTARS, so it's still a possibility. But again, from playing the game, and for those of you who have, I think you might agree that these stages are far too small to feature 2 versus 2. Now onto the online lobby. When entering the online portion of the game, you'll be put into a lobby. I would think, similar to the DBZ Fighters game, that you could pick different lobbies from different regions so you can meet up with your friends, etc. Because I would assume some lobbies would get full and you'd have to select different ones, so I'm sure there'd be like a manual selection. The lobby itself includes 4 distinct worlds that are kind of merged together. So we've got One Piece, Naruto, Dragon Ball and our own world. In the lobby you can summon vehicles such as Frieza's hoverpod. Many other such vehicles are to be expected, like the flying Nimbus, or Naruto summoning like a toad, or Sasuke's eagle, etc. Many more from different anime series I would imagine would be in the game. As I mentioned, within the lobby are multiple NPCs that provide access to online modes, events, missions, rewards. Now I assume this means daily missions, as I mentioned before. I wouldn't have thought this is in reference to the campaign, as that would make this game an always online requirement, as if you have to go into the lobby to then access the story mode. That doesn't make sense. I think it's more likely that it gives you a bunch of daily missions to complete online. The likes of Goku, Gon, Luffy, etc. are interactable and provide some dialogue. Whether the role of them in the final game changes, I don't know, but I doubt it. Additionally, you are able to bring over your created character into the online mode, which is what you'll be controlling as you move about the lobby. We know there will be emotes and interaction wheels to communicate with other players within the lobby, like dances and stuff like that. I think this is a great addition. I really like these online lobbies that give a sense of a living world, and it really amplifies the experience, I think. It's way better than just jumping from mode to mode in a menu selection. I think it's a lot more engaging to be able to walk around and see other people interacting with the game. Getting onto the combat, so for those who haven't played the game yet, the game is 3 vs 3. Each player chooses 3 fighters and can switch between them at any time in the match. There is a cooldown on switching. You can also quickly tap the same button that you would to switch them out, to send them out as a support attack instead, like how it works in most fighters, very similar to the Naruto Storm games. During the length of the battle you will build up your awakening meter. This meter allows you to dish out an ultimate attack once you reach halfway point. However, if you want to build your meter further, you will then be able to awaken your character. In this mode your character gains some more powerful abilities and maybe even a different move set, different combo chains. The meter will then start to decay after a short period of time. You can also use your ultimate attack, providing you haven't reached any lower than the minimum. So as long as you're still above the halfway point on your awakening meter, you can then dish out your ultimate attack. But once it's underneath that, you then just carry on fighting until you turn back to your original form. The fighting is very similar to the Naruto Storm games. I've also read from other people's experience that it plays like the One Piece Bone and Blood games. I haven't actually played these, so I can't say. The fighting mechanics are very easy to pick up. If you're familiar to these type of fighters, then after a few hours you'll probably have picked up all of the fundamentals. Additionally, there is a power meter which you can charge or let build over the course of the battle. The bar goes to a maximum of level 5, which then enables you to dish out powerful moves and call for support. Some of your special abilities take up more bar than the others. There is also another meter that you'll notice while fighting. This is essentially your energy. This enables you to sprint and escape your opponent while they're dishing out combo on you. Once you're out of this bar though, you can't sprint, and if you're stuck in a combo, there's no way of escaping. So yeah, that about wraps it up. We don't yet know the full soundtrack, roster, stage list, etc. There's still a few weeks left for them to dish out more info. I'm personally still holding out for Suna and another Reborn fighter, preferably Enma, but I'd honestly take anyone else. I'd also really like to see Kaiba make it into the base roster. If he isn't, I'm 100% certain he will be DLC. I'd be very surprised if he's not. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, found it informative, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I cover Jump Force and Smash related content. Please let me know of anything that I may have missed. However, I'm pretty sure I've covered everything we know so far that aren't rumours. See you guys later.